Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by the constant chatter of your mind? Do you find yourself drowning in a sea of distractions, unable to focus on what truly matters? If so, you're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, clarity of thought seems like an elusive dream. But fear not, my fellow seekers of wisdom, for in this video, we will explore 5 invaluable lessons from Marcus Aurelius on how to cultivate a mind as clear as a pristine lake. But here's the kicker. The life-changing secret to mastering clear thinking isn't revealed until the very end of this video. Stick around and prepare to unlock the gateway to Stoic enlightenment. Ensure you don't lose out. Hit that subscribe button immediately to tap into the timeless insights of the Stoics. Brace yourself to immerse in the profound richness of Stoic philosophy like never experienced before. Number 1. Train your perception. Imagine this. You're sitting in your room surrounded by a mountain of homework, assignments, and deadlines looming over you like dark clouds on a stormy day. Your mind races with 1,000 thoughts, each one clamoring for attention. You feel overwhelmed, unable to discern the path forward amidst the chaos. But what if I told you that clarity of thought is not just a distant dream? What if I told you that you have the power to train your perception, to cut through the noise and see things as they truly are? Enter the first lesson in our journey to clear thinking, training your perception. Perception is like a lens through which we view the world. And just like a lens, it can be adjusted, honed, and refined to bring clarity to our thoughts and actions. So how do we train our perception? It starts with mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in the moment, without judgment or attachment. Take a moment to close your eyes and focus on your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your chest, the sensation of air flowing in and out of your lungs. In this moment, nothing else matters except the simple act of breathing. As you cultivate mindfulness, you'll begin to notice the incessant chatter of your mind starting to quiet down. The worries and anxieties that once consumed your thoughts will gradually lose their grip on you. You'll find yourself able to see things more clearly without the distortion of fear or doubt. But mindfulness is just the beginning. To truly train your perception, you must also practice perspective taking, the ability to see things from different angles and viewpoints. Think of it like trying on different pairs of glasses until you find the one that fits just right. Next time you're faced with a problem or a difficult decision, try stepping into someone else's shoes for a moment. How would they view the situation? What factors might they consider that you hadn't thought of before? By expanding your perspective in this way, you'll uncover new insights and solutions that were previously hidden from view. And don't forget the power of gratitude. Gratitude is like a magnifying glass that allows us to zoom in on the blessings and abundance that surround us, even in the midst of chaos. Take a moment each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for. A warm cup of tea, a kind word from a friend, the beauty of a sunset. By shifting your focus to the positive aspects of life, you'll train your perception to see the world through a lens of abundance rather than scarcity. All in all, training your perception is the first step on the path to clear thinking. By cultivating mindfulness, practicing perspective taking, and embracing gratitude, you'll sharpen the lens through which you view the world, allowing clarity and insight to emerge from the fog of confusion. So go ahead, start training your perception today, and unlock the power of clear thinking in your life. Number 2, learn to control your emotions. You're on the playground playing a game with your friends when suddenly someone says something that rubs you the wrong way. Before you know it, anger bubbles up inside you like a volcano ready to erupt. Your heart races, your fists clench, and you're overcome by the overwhelming urge to lash out. Sound familiar? We've all been there. Moments where our emotions threaten to overwhelm us and hijack our rational thinking. But what if I told you that you have the power to control your emotions, rather than letting them control you? Emotions are like wild horses, powerful and untamed, but with the right guidance, they can be harnessed and directed towards constructive ends. So how do we rein in our emotions and prevent them from running amok? It starts with self-awareness. the ability to recognize and acknowledge our emotions as they arise. Instead of trying to suppress or ignore them, take a moment to pause and observe what you're feeling. Are you angry? Sad? Anxious? By shining a light on your emotions, you rob them of their power to control you. Next, practice emotional regulation, the art of managing your emotions in a healthy and productive way. One technique is deep breathing, taking slow, deliberate breaths to calm your nervous system and bring your emotions back into balance. Another is reframing, challenging negative thoughts and replacing them with more positive and empowering ones. But perhaps the most powerful tool in your arsenal is the practice of empathy, the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand their emotions. When you can empathize with others, you're better equipped to manage your own emotions and navigate interpersonal conflicts with grace and compassion. And don't forget the importance of self-care. Just like a car needs regular maintenance to keep running smoothly, your emotional well-being requires care and attention. Make time for activities that nourish your soul. Whether it's going for a walk in nature, spending time with loved ones, or indulging in your favorite hobby. All things considered, learning to control your emotions is essential for clear thinking. By cultivating self-awareness, practicing emotional regulation, and fostering empathy, you'll gain mastery over your emotions and harness their power to fuel your journey towards greater insight and understanding. So the next time you feel your emotions starting to boil over, remember, you have the power to choose how you respond. Choose wisely, and watch as clarity and peace of mind follow in your wake. Number 3. Know what you can control and what you can't. You're standing in line at the cafeteria, eagerly waiting to grab your favorite meal, when suddenly you hear the dreaded announcement, they've run out of your favorite dish. Immediately, frustration starts to bubble up inside you, and you feel a sense of disappointment wash over you like a wave crashing against the shore. We've all experienced moments like these, situations where things don't go according to plan, and we're left feeling powerless and frustrated. But what if I told you that you have the power to choose how you respond, even in the face of adversity? At its core, this lesson is about understanding the difference between internal and external factors. Internal factors are things that are within our control, our thoughts, emotions, and actions. External factors, on the other hand, are things that are outside of our control, the weather, other people's behavior, and unexpected events. So how do we apply this concept to our lives? It starts with taking inventory of our thoughts and beliefs. When faced with a challenging situation, ask yourself, is this something I can control, or is it beyond my control? If it's something you can control, focus your energy on taking proactive steps to address it. If it's something beyond your control, accept it with grace and move on. For example, let's say you have an important presentation coming up at work, and you're feeling nervous about how it will go. You can't control how your colleagues will react to your presentation, but you can control how well prepared you are and how confidently you deliver your message. By focusing on what you can control, your preparation and delivery, you'll feel more empowered and less anxious about the outcome. But what about situations where it feels like everything is spiraling out of control? Take a step back and remind yourself of the serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. By embracing this mindset, you'll find peace and clarity even in the midst of chaos. By focusing your energy on the things you can control and accepting the things you can't, you'll free yourself from the burden of worry and frustration, allowing clarity and peace of mind to take root in your life. So the next time you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, remember, you have the power to choose how you respond. Choose wisely and watch as clarity and confidence blossom within you. Number 4, embrace your virtue. You're sitting in class, listening to your teacher explain a complex math problem. As you glance around the room, you notice some of your classmates whispering and passing notes, clearly disinterested in the lesson. But instead of joining in, you feel a sense of duty welling up inside you, a desire to do your best and learn as much as you can. We've all been in situations where it's easier to go with the crowd than to stand up for what we believe in. But what if I told you that embracing your virtue, your sense of moral excellence, is the key to clear thinking and inner peace. Virtue is not about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about striving to live in accordance with your highest ideals and values, even when it's difficult or unpopular. It's about being honest when it would be easier to lie, showing kindness when others are unkind, and standing up for justice even when it's inconvenient. So how do we embrace our virtue in our everyday lives? It starts with knowing what you stand for, your core values and principles that guide your thoughts and actions. Take some time to reflect on what matters most to you. Honesty, integrity, compassion, courage, and commit to living in alignment with those values. Next, practice self-discipline, the ability to control your impulses and stay true to your principles, even in the face of temptation. When you feel yourself being pulled towards a decision that goes against your values, pause and ask yourself, is this consistent with who I want to be? By holding yourself to a higher standard, you'll cultivate a sense of integrity and self-respect that forms the foundation of clear thinking. But embracing your virtue isn't just about how you interact with others, it's also about how you treat yourself. Practice self-compassion, the ability to be kind and forgiving towards yourself, especially when you make mistakes or fall short of your own expectations. Remember, you're only human, and perfection is an impossible standard to live up to. By treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would extend to a friend, you'll foster a sense of inner peace and resilience that will serve you well on your journey to clear thinking. By living in accordance with your highest ideals and values, practicing self-discipline, and showing yourself compassion, you'll cultivate a sense of inner strength and integrity that will guide you through even the most challenging times. So the next time you're faced with a difficult decision, remember, your virtue is your compass. Follow it, and you'll never lose your way. Number 5, embrace a broader perspective. You're walking down the street, lost in thought, when you suddenly come across a street performer playing beautiful music on their guitar. As you stop to listen, you're struck by the realization that there's a whole world out there beyond your own narrow view. A world filled with beauty, diversity, and endless possibilities. We all have moments where we get so caught up in our own lives and problems that we lose sight of the bigger picture. But what if I told you that embracing a broader perspective is the key to unlocking clear thinking and finding meaning in the chaos of life? Welcome to the 5th lesson in our journey to clear thinking, embracing a broader perspective. It's about expanding your horizons, challenging your assumptions, and opening yourself up to new ideas and experiences. So how do we cultivate a broader perspective in our lives? It starts with curiosity, the willingness to ask questions, seek out new information, and explore different points of view. Instead of clinging to your own beliefs and opinions, approach life with an open mind and a sense of wonder. You'll be amazed at how much there is to learn and discover when you're willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Next, practice empathy, the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. When you can see the world through someone else's eyes, you'll gain a deeper appreciation for the rich tapestry of humanity and the myriad ways in which we're all interconnected. But embracing a broader perspective isn't just about understanding others, it's also about understanding yourself. Take some time to reflect on your own values, beliefs, and biases, and consider how they shape your perceptions of the world. Are there areas where you could stand to broaden your perspective or challenge your assumptions? By being honest with yourself and willing to grow, you'll become a more compassionate and insightful person. And don't forget the importance of gratitude. Take a moment each day to count your blessings and appreciate the beauty and wonder that surrounds you. Whether it's the smile of a stranger, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the laughter of a loved one, there's always something to be grateful for if you take the time to look. Before we wrap up, remember to comment down below and let me know which of these lessons resonated with you the most. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on future videos. In our next video, we'll delve into the secrets of identifying signals of extremely toxic relationships to avoid. Until then, stay curious, stay compassionate, and keep seeking clarity in every aspect of your life.